I'll swap you that one.
Sorry, you have that.
I looked up and there was a man ironing in his pants, which trying to hold that together is quite tough.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a 15-year special edition of Next Best Move with myself, Luke Smith, and my co-founder, Ben Knight.
Day one, what made you take the leap to start Croud?
Certainly from my perspective, my time in corporate life was fast coming to an end. I think we got together and we had a great idea, right? Let's do agency different. Yeah. I think that idea, our entrepreneurial spirit, led to us cobbling together some cash from a few investors and setting out on our journey. When did you first think this thing is actually going to work?
We relatively early won a nice piece of work with John Lewis, and the CMO at John Lewis said, can we translate what you're doing through Crowdies to the French and German markets? And buying in so early to the vision of Croud was real vindication that we were onto something super special. What is the best move you have made in all of Croud's history?
I love the idea that as you grow as an agency business, you move into better locations, premises, offices, and we're sitting in an amazing space in Shoreditch in London. You think about the new office space that we're developing in New York. Yeah, I think that's a really important part of it, and it's part of the culture, the fabric. What was our biggest mistake in year one?
Looking back, I would have got a CFO on board earlier than we did. I've got particularly unfond memories of trying to run payroll and invoice people and bill people when I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. What is the proudest you've ever been of the team?
I think one of the beauties of agency is winning together. When we won Netflix in 2014, compare the market in 2020 or so. Think about those big milestone clients, but I guess the moment we all genuinely won together was our first private equity deal back in 2019. So many people within that team contributed to that win.
Yeah, super important.
What do you think genuinely sets Croud apart?
Fundamentally, I'd start with our model. As we know, we set up to reinvent the agency, to build it with tech at the heart, to connect the world's greatest brains in the digital space to what we were delivering for clients. I would say our model is still to this day truly unique. What do you know now that you wish you'd known on day one?
That there's never a moment at which you feel like you've made it. If you'd have said to our former selves, in 9 years you're going to do private equity deal, 4 years later you're going to do another one. I would have been fairly pleased with those outcomes, but you're always kind of looking at what's next. And I guess that's what's driven the business to go on for 15 years. One moment you'd put in a time capsule.
Standing up against the world's best agencies and winning Campaign's Global Agency of the Year, I'd say that is the thing that I would bottle.
There's other moments like spending a weekend on Tim Ward's yacht with the entire team twice.
Good time.
They were
for
good
sure.
times.
How different is the industry now versus when you started?
It's more grown up. It's not growing quite as fast. We keep adding the ways in which we work. We were a search agency back then. We're now full service. Everything that Bourne brings us, social first creative. The fundamentals of doing great work for clients, doing it in an innovative way remain the same. The client or campaign that defines what Croud can do.
Number one pick for me would be IWG, Regis, Spaces, big office group. Been with us now, I want to say since 2014. Started as a 10 market trial, is now 120 countries, 99 languages, so it's the Croud model at its best.
Showcases exactly what we can do.
And you still deal with them as well. So
I do. I'm still client servicing that account. I'm still very close to the team there.
What are you most excited about in the business today?
Our enthusiasm, our passion for the Croud. It's always about what's next. I'm excited about where we are on the AI journey, the fact that we've got first mover advantage with all the process that we've been building into our technology over the past 15 years. The charge that the Bourne's social side of the business is on. I think collectively it's all coming together.
Yep, agree. Your boldest prediction for the industry by 2040?
We will be in the sort of twilight zone between where we are all gainfully employed and actually none of us are employed, and we'll all spend our time doing leisure pursuits because AI will pretty much take over everything. How does that sound?
And the world is chaos.
No, the world will be great. We're all going to be concerto pianists and having a great time. How has your definition of success changed?
Every successful meeting, every big pitch, every great new team member, all of that is successful journeys. But as an agency, I think every year your definition of what you want to achieve changes. So your definition of success changes. If the next 15 years are as eventful as the first, are you ready? And sub-question, will I have any hair?
Undoubtedly you'll have zero hair. I'm hoping neither of us will be doing this in 15 years. And I think there is no way that it could be as eventful, as exciting, as crazy as the first 15 years of Croud.
Yeah, I'd agree. And also, you're far too old to be doing this in 15 years.
I'm far too old to be doing it now.